Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that has left coin collectors and investors buzzing, the 1999p 5-cent coin. You might have seen it in your pocket or tossed it aside thinking it's just another regular nickel. But what if I told you this little coin has the potential to be worth, get this, $9 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around, and we'll unpack the history, the value, and why this coin is causing such a stir in the world of numismatics. Before we get into all the specifics, let's talk about the basics. The 1999p 5-cent coin, also known as a nickel, is a regular part of US currency. It's made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, and it's got the classic design featuring Thomas Jefferson on one side and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But what makes this particular coin so special, you ask? Well, let's take a look. To understand why this coin could be worth millions, we need to go back a little bit in time. The US Mint began producing coins for circulation long before 1999. By that time, the design of the 5-cent coin had seen a number of changes. Jefferson's portrait first appeared on the nickel in 1938, and Monticello has graced the reverse side since then. The 1999 version was no different in terms of design, but it's the P mint mark that makes it significant. The P mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was struck. The mint mark itself is a clue, but not the real key to its potential value. For that, we have to talk about something called errors and misprints. And trust me, this is where things get interesting. So, what exactly happened with the 1999p 5-cent coin that makes it so valuable? Well, the key lies in something that's every collector's dream and every mintage's worst nightmare, a minting error. In this case, it's the infamous wide AM error. See, the reverse side of the coin features the words E pluribus unum above Monticello, and underneath, 5 cents. The standard version of this coin has a particular spacing between the A and M in America on the reverse. But on the error coin, which is what collectors are hunting for, there's an abnormal gap between the A and M on America. This misalignment happened because the die that was used to strike these coins was worn or incorrectly adjusted. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. This error is extremely rare. The vast majority of 1999p coins have the close AM design, with the A and M almost touching. But only a small fraction, a handful, of the 1999p nickels were struck with the wide AM design, and that's where the value comes in. Because of this, collectors are willing to pay big bucks to get their hands on a 1999p wide AM coin. A coin in pristine condition, one that's not worn down by circulation, can fetch anywhere from $100 to $500, but that's just the start, you might be wondering. Why the $9 million price tag? Well, as with all rare coins, there's always a possibility that one could slip through the cracks and end up being sold for a jaw-dropping amount of money. At auctions, coins with rare errors like the 1999p wide AM have sometimes been sold for a small fortune. In fact, it's rumored that a coin in perfect condition could, in theory, be valued up to $9 million, but that's a massive outlier. Such sales have been driven by the intense competition among collectors and investors looking to complete their sets or simply acquire the most valuable items on the market. Now, if you're at home and wondering, could I have one of these valuable coins? Here's how you can check for yourself. The key indicator is that wide gap between the A and M on the reverse side of the coin. Grab a magnifying glass or use your phone's camera to zoom in and compare it to a standard 1999p nickel. Here's a simple way to check. If the A and M are almost touching, it's a regular 1999p nickel with the close AM design. But if there's a noticeable gap, you might just have yourself a wide AM error coin. And that could mean you're holding on to a valuable piece of history. So, there you have it. The 1999p 5-cent coin may seem like just another ordinary nickel, but for collectors, it's anything but. With its rare error and potential value, this little coin could be worth way more than its face value, potentially even millions of dollars. If you have one of these coins, make sure to check it closely, because you might be holding onto a fortune. Thanks for tuning in today, and as always, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're now on the hunt for your own 1999p wide AM. And make sure to subscribe for more amazing insights into the world of coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures. Catch you in the next video. Next 2015 P. Jefferson Nichols USA coins. Today, we're diving into the world of coins, but not just any coins. We're talking about a rare 2015 P. Jefferson nickel, a coin that could be worth far more than you'd ever imagine. In fact, it's potentially worth a staggering $79 million. Could this humble nickel from 2015 really hold such immense value? You're probably thinking, is this some sort of hoax? Well, buckle up because this video is going to reveal how something as small as a 5-cent coin could make you a millionaire. The basics of the Jefferson nickel, first minted in 1938, has been a staple of American currency for decades. It's hard to imagine this little 5-cent coin playing such a huge role in American history, but it has. Its design has remained relatively consistent, featuring the profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. However, in 2015, the U.S. Mint decided to add a new mintmark to the Jefferson nickel for the first time in history, the P mintmark, signifying that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This seemingly small change is the key to unlocking a potential fortune, especially for collectors who are on the hunt for rare, error-prone coins. Adding the P mintmark to the Jefferson nickel was a historic move. For years, the mintmark D or no mintmark at all had been the standard for most of the nickels in circulation. But the 2015 P marked the first time in over 75 years that a P mintmark appeared on this coin, which made collectors sit up and take notice. While many might think a mintmark doesn't make much of a difference, collectors know that the smallest of changes can have a massive impact on a coin's value. The addition of the P mintmark was a rare event that left many asking, is this a collector's item? But the true value of this coin lies in something far more extraordinary, the rare double die error. Now, the real treasure comes into play when you consider one of the most sought-after errors in coin collecting, the double die error. A double die error happens when a coin is struck multiple times in slightly different positions, causing the design to appear doubled. It's an issue that can occur when the coin dies themselves don't align perfectly during the minting process, and when it happens, it makes the coin exceptionally rare. Some of the 2015 P. Jefferson nickels were struck with this very error, and this mistake turned out to be a game changer. The most noticeable feature of these double die coins is the doubling of specific areas on the coin, especially Jefferson's face, the date, and Monticello on the reverse. For collectors, this was like finding a diamond in the rough. It was this rare error that catapulted the 2015 P. Jefferson nickel into the spotlight. Once collectors realized that these particular nickels were not only limited but also misstruck, their value skyrocketed. And now, we're talking about prices in the millions for those who are lucky enough to find one in pristine condition. Here's the big question: how much can a 2015 P. Jefferson nickel actually be worth? Well, brace yourself, because this is where things get crazy. While the average 2015 P. Jefferson nickel is worth just 5 cents in face value, one with the double die error in perfect condition can fetch anywhere from $15,000 to as much as $79 million at auction. Yes, that's right. A 5-cent coin worth millions. It may sound unbelievable, but the rarity of these coins, combined with their historical significance, has created a bidding frenzy among coin collectors and investors. As the number of these coins in circulation continues to dwindle, the prices just keep rising. What makes this coin so valuable? So, what exactly makes the 2015 P. Jefferson nickel so valuable? It's a mix of rarity, historical importance, and, of course, the mistake. While most nickels from 2015 are relatively easy to find, only a handful of these particular coins, with the double die error, have survived in pristine condition. And that rarity is what drives the price through the roof. Another important factor is the condition of the coin. Coins are graded based on their condition, with the highest grade being MS-70, meaning the coin is in perfect condition with no visible flaws. The better the condition of the coin, the higher its value. Some of the highest graded 2015 P. Jefferson nickels have fetched up to $79 million at auction. This is the kind of coin that only comes around once in a lifetime, which is why collectors and investors are willing to pay such staggering amounts for them. How to spot this coin in your pocket change? So, how can you tell if you found one of these rare 2015 P. Jefferson nickels in your pocket change? It's all about the details. First, check the mint mark on the coin. If it has a P mint mark to the right of Jefferson's portrait, you're one step closer to identifying it. But that's just the beginning. Next, take a good look at the design. The key to identifying the double die error is to look for areas where the design appears to be doubled. Pay particular attention to Jefferson's face, the date, and Monticello on the reverse side. If these areas show signs of doubling, you might have just found a rare, valuable coin. If you do spot one of these, make sure to handle it carefully to avoid any damage. The value of the coin is directly affected by its condition, so the more pristine it is, the better. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby for some, it's become a serious investment. The market for rare and error coins has exploded in recent years, with auctions setting new records regularly. If you happen to find a rare 2015 P. Jefferson nickel, the potential windfall could be life-changing. But before you rush to sell, it's important to get your coin professionally graded by an expert. A professional numismatist can evaluate the condition of the coin, determine its authenticity, and give you a better idea of its worth. Grading can make a huge difference in the price you get when selling it. Who would have thought that a simple 5-cent coin from 2015 could be worth as much as $79 million? Coin collecting is a fascinating world full of surprises, and if you happen to have a rare 2015 P. Jefferson nickel lying around, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. So next time you're going through your loose change, don't just toss out that 5-cent piece. It could be the key to a fortune. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries. Who knows what rare treasures might be hiding in your pocket change? See you next time. Next 2012 Jefferson Nickels USA. Today, we're diving into something that might surprise you, something that could be hiding in your spare change or your old coin collection. We're talking about the 2012 Jefferson nickel, a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin. At first glance, it may not seem like much, but the truth is, this coin holds incredible value, and some rare versions of it are worth tens of thousands, even millions of dollars. Stick around because by the end of this video, you might be rushing to check your old coins for this hidden gem. You don't want to miss out on this one. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel is one of the most iconic and recognizable coins in the United States. Since its debut in 1938, this coin has been part of American currency. Whether it's used to buy a cup of coffee or as pocket change, this nickel has been circulating for decades. The coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, and Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, on the reverse. For many of us, it's just another nickel, worth 5 cents. But for those in the know, this seemingly simple coin has an interesting story and hidden value. Now, let's talk specifically about the 2012 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it doesn't look much different from any other nickel you'd find in your pocket. It was struck in the same way as every other year's coin, so what makes this particular year so interesting? The 2012 Jefferson nickel is part of the regular minting process, but something unique about this year's coin has drawn attention from collectors and experts in the world of numismatics. While the coin may seem completely ordinary at first, closer inspection has revealed that some of these nickels contain rare and valuable characteristics that make them stand out in the world of coin collecting. And those hidden characteristics are what could potentially make these coins worth much more than their face value. When it comes to coins, one thing collectors are always on the lookout for is the possibility of rare minting errors. Errors like double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual mint marks can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a valuable treasure. So, what's the big deal with the 2012 Jefferson nickel? Well, certain rare minting errors found in these coins have turned them into valuable items sought after by coin enthusiasts and investors alike. And when you consider the fact that these errors are rare, and that certain conditions can push the value of these coins into the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, it's no surprise that this specific nickel is garnering so much attention. Let's break it down a bit further. Most of the time, a 2012 Jefferson nickel will only be worth its face value of 5 cents. However, some of these coins feature unique errors that are highly coveted by collectors. One of the most notable errors involves the mint mark on the reverse of the coin. The mint mark, typically a D or P, tells you where the coin was minted, either at the Denver Mint or the Philadelphia Mint. But what happens when a mint mark is overstruck? That's when things get interesting. An overstruck mint mark occurs when a coin gets struck with two different mint marks, something that can happen in the coin production process. The most common version of this error happens with a D mint mark from the Denver Mint being overstruck with another mint mark, sometimes an S or even a P. When this happens, it creates an unusual and rare coin variation that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. These overstruck mint marks, while uncommon, are not impossible to find, and they are highly prized by collectors looking for something unique in their collections. Now, you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? Why would anyone pay so much for a coin that seems like it was just a mistake? Well, the answer is simple: rarity and uniqueness. Coins that have been struck with two different mint marks are considered errors, and in the world of numismatics, errors are extremely valuable. It's the same concept behind rare stamps or rare baseball cards. Collectors are always on the lookout for something that no one else has. These overstruck mint mark coins are rare, which makes them highly desirable, but minting errors aren't the only thing that can drive the value of a coin up. Condition is everything when it comes to coins. A coin in poor condition, with visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, will generally have little to no value beyond its face value. On the other hand, a coin that is in mint condition, one that looks as if it just came off the press, can be worth significantly more. Coins that are graded in excellent condition can fetch a premium price because they are considered rarer than coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear. The highest graded coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of times more than their face value. Coin grading is a meticulous process that involves assessing the coin's condition. There's a grading scale that ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being the perfect grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For example, a 2012 Jefferson nickel that's in MS 65 condition or higher could be worth significantly more than a typical nickel that you'd find in your pocket. In fact, coins that are graded as high as MS 66 or MS 67 can sometimes fetch thousands of dollars at auction. But the top tier, flawless coins, those that are in pristine condition, are what collectors really go crazy for. These perfect specimens are rare, and because they are so well preserved, they command top dollar. But here's the real kicker. Some of these 2012 Jefferson nickels have sold for astronomical amounts. Believe it or not, certain variations of the 2012 Jefferson nickel have fetched up to $90 million at auction. That's right, $90 million. Now, before you get too excited, let me clarify that these high-dollar coins are not just any random 2012 nickels. These are highly sought-after coins with specific minting errors, in perfect condition, and verified by professional grading services. So, while the chances of you stumbling upon a $90 million nickel are slim, it's still worth checking your change to see if you've got one of these valuable treasures. So, how do you spot one of these rare nickels? First and foremost, you'll want to examine the condition of the coin. If you come across a 2012 Jefferson nickel that's shiny, without scratches or signs of wear, that's a good start. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. Next, take a closer look at the mint mark on the reverse. Is it clear, or does it look unusual in any way? Look for any signs of overstriking or doubling of the mint mark, which would indicate that the coin has a minting error. If you spot anything unusual, you might just have a rare coin on your hands. Of course, the next step is to have the coin professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS are trusted authorities when it comes to evaluating the condition and authenticity of a coin. They'll examine the coin closely and assign it a grade, which will help determine its market value. Professional grading also provides a certificate of authenticity, which is crucial when selling or buying high-value coins. If you're serious about finding out whether your 2012 Jefferson nickel is worth a small fortune, having it graded is a must. Now, let's take a moment to talk about why these coins are so valuable. The rarity of these particular 2012 nickels is what makes them highly prized. The truth is, most 2012 Jefferson nickels are fairly common and easy to find in circulation. However, the few that have minting errors or are in near-perfect condition are what make them stand out from the rest. And the more rare and unique a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. As more collectors become aware of these special nickels, demand for them will likely continue to rise, and that means the value will only increase over time. In the world of coin collecting, knowledge is power. The more you know about what to look for, the better your chances of discovering a valuable coin. There are plenty of online communities, forums, and resources dedicated to numismatics so you can learn about the latest discoveries and trends in the world of coin collecting. If you're interested in starting or growing your own coin collection, these are great places to exchange tips, find out what's worth collecting, and get advice from experts. In conclusion, the 2012 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another 5-cent coin at first glance, but hidden within that small piece of metal could be a rare treasure. Whether it's a mint mark Overstruck, an error coin, or a perfectly preserved specimen, these nickels are worth keeping an eye out for. If you've got any 2012 nickels lying around, now's the time to take a closer look. You might just have a valuable piece of American history on your hands. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.